My neighbor kept calling the cops on my kids, so I made her house unsellable. My neighbor, Mrs. Daniels, called 911 like it was her personal hotline. Monday, she reported my kids for trespassing because their ball went in her yard. Wednesday, she called the cops because my autistic son was making noise in our own backyard. Friday, she called saying the kids were in danger because they were playing tag. The 911 operator probably recognized her voice better than her own family did. Things got worse as spring turned into summer, and her calls went from annoying to actually dangerous. First, she called CPS and said we left our kids alone outside. I was sitting right there on the porch with a book when the social worker showed up. They closed the case right away, but people had already started talking about us. 2 weeks later, during my daughter's birthday party, she called the fire department about a gas leak. 5 fire trucks showed up with their sirens going and scared all 12 kids at the party. The firefighters didn't find anything, but she went on Facebook saying we were probably making drugs. The worst thing happened in July when my autistic son had a meltdown in our yard. She called 911 and said a child was being beaten. The cops showed up ready for a domestic violence call and found me hugging my upset kid. Officer Martinez said something about her false reports, but nothing happened to her. She started calling during my work Zoom meetings on purpose. Other neighbors told me she kept notebooks full of made-up complaints with dates and everything. She actually bragged to people about making families like ours want to move away. Everything went crazy on a Tuesday in August when I got a letter from her lawyer wanting $15,000. She said we caused her emotional distress even though she was the one who called 911 53 times. I tried to talk to her like a normal person, but she said she'd add harassment to the lawsuit. That same day, my autistic son had his first friend from therapy come over to play. While the 2 kids were quietly playing with Legos, she called about suspicious people in my yard. Police cars surrounded my house and both 7-year-olds were terrified. My son's friend was so scared he wet his pants. His parents said he couldn't come back to our house anymore.
Check part 2. Please subscribe and click full story.